on to this, boys and girls. One more win and you're into the, of course, the lucrative money land. That is, of course, the Champions League group stages. But who will go through? Who will go home? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're looking forward to the final, of course, second leg of the Champions League qualifying campaign. Of course, it is the playoff winner goes through to the group stages. Join the big boys, the Uniteds, the Cities, the Liverpools, of course, the Juventuses, and all of the big boys there. They'll be there, of course, waiting for the outcome of this, but so will we. But, of course, we'll take a look at that in just a second. A big shout out to the VIPs. They are the Patreons. Of course, this is your one-stop shop for everything Champions League related, Blackburn related, world football related. We got it all here, boys, under one roof. Smash or subscribe. Let's get into it then. Of course, we're going to take a look back at, of course, the first legs for the playoffs to see who like how I did with my picks, of course, and of course next time you'll see me in this ilk. We'll be looking forward to match number 1 in the group stages, where of course we'll open up a prediction league to us all. So here we go then. Let's take a look at it then, shall we? Of course, recap ourselves from, of course, the last legs. Here it is. My real deal is on the left. Of course, the prediction is on the right. Salzburg against Brøndby. And that was a 2-1 win for Salzburg. 2-0 for me. Salzburg one step closer to, of course, the money round. As RFC Sheriff with a convincing win over Zagreb. Of course, they got the second leg over in Croatia to take part in. But you would already probably put your money on it to go through. I went with a draw myself. But the Sheriff are on their way, as are Monaco. Oh, are they? Of course, 1-0 win for Shakhtar Donetsk. The first leg over in Monaco. And the more trickier second leg for them will be taking place over in Ukraine. With young boys Bern, of course, edging a little bit closer with a 3-2 win over Ferencvárosi, so I went with a 2-0 win myself. Malmö edged closer with a 2-0 win, got the one bang on the nose against Ludogorets Razgrad, and of course, they'll go to Bulgaria second leg to see who will go through. It looks like Malmö, but who will join them? Of course, it looks like Benfica at the moment. Of course, with a 2-1 win over PSV. And as you can see, I got myself 4 out of 6, which ain't too shabby. We're going to jump straight into it. Of course, no mucking around with the next round of matches. Kick it all off with the second legs, which take place on the 24th and the 25th of August. So we're going to jump straight in the deep and take a look at Brøndby up against Salzburg. Let's get into it. Of course, according to my knowledge, these two sides have played each other just the one time. That was, of course, the first leg, which was a 2-1 win go in favour of Brøndby. But heading into this, Salzburg come into this. What am I looking at? 2-1 win for 2-1 win for Salzburg. That's correct. Of course, heading into Salzburg, 100% form, winning 6 on the bounce for them. As for Brøndby, 3 defeats on the spin. They've got a bit of a bad habit of picking up the defeats, which of course need to be rectified. Of course, coming into this on the back of those 3 defeats. Those defeats were against Salzburg, against Nordsjælland over in the Danish Superliga, and of course Copenhagen as well. As for Salzburg, though, 100% ass-kicking name, of course, scoring quite a bunch of goals over the course of time as well, including a 7-1 win over SV Rhein. Of course, the book is odds on this one. We have Brøndby 5-1 for the Victory 65 is your draw, 2-1 as your Salzburg. There is, of course, for the second leg alone. But for me, I will go with a 2-2 draw on this one, which will be a point. It'll stop the hoodoo for Brøndby, but it's not going to be good enough. They're going to crash out, according to my knowledge. Next up, of course, Dinamo Zagreb. I take, of course, Sheriff Tiraspol. These games take place on Wednesday so far. Played the 7 times 2010, 4 wins for Zagreb, 2 wins for Sheriff Tiraspol, and 1 draw. The biggest win for Zagreb was a 4-0 win. The biggest win for the Sheriff was a 3-0 win. Guess what? That was just the other day. Of course, they played each other last time around in Zagreb. It was a 1-0 win for Zagreb back in July 2013. It was in the Champions League qualifying campaign as well. Zagreb come into this on the back of an okay start over the domestic league, or at least a start in recent form. They've got 67% form, just 1 defeat in the past 6. That 1 defeat was against the Sheriff. Meanwhile, the Sheriff come into this 5 wins in the past 6. The only blip was a draw along the way. Look at the bookies odds. We have 10-3 for Zagreb. They are your favourites for this tie. 4-1 is your draws. 8-1 is your long shots. Is the Sheriff of Tiraspol, of course. But of course, you would probably have the better odds for the Sheriff to go through to the next stage, which of course is the group stages. But for me, I'm going to go with a win. For Zagreb, it's a big win. It's not going to be good enough though, and I think as the Sheriff will go through 4-3 on aggregate. Something I will confirm that in a minute. Meanwhile, the Shakhtar Donetsk on AS Monaco. Now, if you're quick enough, you might already know this one. Also taking place on Wednesday, the 25th of August. Played the twice, of course, 2015. Of course, they come into this on the back of a 1-0 win over in Monaco, going in favour of Shakhtar. The other win was a 3-0 win for Shakhtar, also but this one was in Ukraine. Heading into this, Monaco, not the greatest start domestically either. They come into this without a win so far. They've played twice, but yet to get going realistically, of course. They did okay so far in the qualifying campaign, but of course hit a bit of a blip up against Shakhtar. Meanwhile, Shakhtar look very, very good, of course, over in the domestic game. I think they're 100% at the moment, looking very, very solid. Back-to-back games without conceding conceding a goal heading into this. The bookies odds on this one taking place on, what do we have on Wednesday as well? 21-10 is your Shakhtar, 9-4 is your draw, 5-4 is your long shots. That is Monaco. So Shakhtar are your favourites. In fact, Monaco are your favourites for the victory, but I don't see it. I can't see it. I'm going to go with a draw on this one. Again, will be enough. It should be enough for Shakhtar to go through, and of course Monaco will crash out. Into the Tuesday games now is Ferencvárosi up against a young boys Bern. They played each other just one time. That was, of course, that 3-2 win just the other day. David Wagner, of course, at the helm for young boys. Peter Stoger, the governor for Ferencvárosi. Of course, Ferencvárosi coming to 50% form, winning 3 of the past 6. Meanwhile, David Wagner's boys coming to 67% form, winning 3 on the spin, of course, including back-to-back games. In fact, 3 on the spin. Scoring a lot of goals. They've scored, 10 goals in the past 3 games, which is an average of a 3.3 goals a game ratio. Heading into this one, though, of course, over in, where is it? Taking place over in Ferencvárosi. Of course, they would be the favourites, I think, at the home. 5-2 is the victory. In fact, 11-2 is your young boys. They are your favourites. 13-5 is your draw. I do expect a draw on this one, 2-2 again. But again, with the first leg league, I think it's going to be enough for the young boys to go through. And into the final 2 now, we have Ludogorets Razgrad up against Malmö, taking place over in Bulgaria. That is correct. It'll take place on Tuesday as well. These two sides have played each other according to my knowledge. Just the one time that was that win for Malmö. Jarl Dahl Thomason is your manager there. Of course, doing a fantastic job, of course, beating Rangers as well. Heading into this, of course, Malmö, what are they doing over in the domestic flight? In fact, not great. Their record heading into this is just 1 defeat the past 6, 67% 4. Meanwhile, the same can be said for Ferencvárosi, 1 defeat the past 6 as well. And of course, that 1 defeat was against Malmö, of course. Playing in action this weekend, both domestically. Heading into this one, we have the bookies odds of 5-4 for Ludogorets Razgrad, 9-4 is your draw, 50-8 is your Malmö. So I think Razgrad are your favourites going into this at home, again, for this leg and this leg alone. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Ludogorets Razgrad. Is it enough? Is it enough? We'll have a little look shortly. And then finally, probably the biggest game of the day is PSV up against Benfica. That's right, on Tuesday, August 24th. Played each other 4 times in 2011. 1 win for PSV, 2 was for Benfica, and 1 draw. The biggest win for PSV was a 3-1 win. The biggest win there was a 4-1 win. That is right. Heading into this, though, Benfica 92% form, winning 5 on the spin. Meanwhile, PSV coming to just 1 defeat the past 6, 83% form. Of course, that 1 defeat was against Benfica. Heading into the Dutch flight, of course, international week number 2. Of course, fantastic start for them. PSV 2-0 win over Hercules Almelo last round. Meanwhile, Benfica have also started 2-2 in the top flight over in Portugal as well. Looking very, very good for the moment. Just 1 goal conceded in the last 3 games in all competitions. Heading into this, we have 11-10 for PSV. 5-2 is your draw, and 5-2 is your away win. That is Benfica. I'm going to go with a 3-1 for PSV. Is it enough? Is it enough? We'll have a little look at it then, shall we? I've got with a 4-3 win. Salzburg will go through to the group stages. Meanwhile, Dinamo Zagreb crash out, and the Sheriff will go through, albeit only just. Shakhtar Donetsk squeeze through past Monaco as well, 2-1 win. And of course, Ferencvárosi crash out. Young Boys Bern go through with a 5-4 win, aggregate win as well. And Malmö are there, 2-1 win as well on the on aggregate, and PSV nick it as well over Benfica. That's my thoughts. What are your thoughts, of course, as we edge closer to, of course, this round of match? Just be sure to get your picks in nice and early and get them down below so we can have a look at them. Point and laugh at you. See what you think. But anyway, that's it. Be sure to give the video some love and smash the thumbs up. Smash your subscribe. I'll see you soon for the next time. And the next time you see me was, of course, will be for the group stages. But until then, we're done.